About to hop on the bullet train. So I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of. I think I seen this a little earlier, but about to hop on the bullet train. So yeah, let's do it.
When somebody says your name, in my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter with a speed, understanding what I need is go weak. What's happening to me in the dark? Can you tell me what it means? I lay my head on my pillow, staring out the window, trying to stop for a sign. It's the reason why you always on my mind. Yeah. Come around like it's baby, when I see you, when I see you, baby, when I never know when you might walk by. So I gotta be right on time. When I see you, when I see you, I scribble X and O's in my notebook, checking how my hair and my nails.
Got pizza in there. No, we good. I'm saying they got pizza in here. What do you want to eat? McDonald's. What do you want to eat?
Yeah, that way. I need that pull up by Tuesday.
You need to learn how to be alone. Getting too old to not know what it means to be alone. You have to learn what it means to be alone. I've learned how to live alone while I've been in the military, and I've grown so much. I've learned how to I started cooking. Like, if you told Javon, if you told me to cook 45 years ago, I would have been like, man, no, I'm not cooking for nobody. I don't want to cook. I'd rather starve. I don't want to eat no food. I don't want to do nothing if I got to actually go in the kitchen to start cooking. But I've been cooking since I've been living on my own, and it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I find joy in mixing ingredients and whipping it in a bowl, creating a concoction of all great foods, and I'm enjoying what I made. Because I never wanted to put in the little things to actually want to grow, like to make a meal. So now it's like I don't want to put in that effort because I was so comfortable and complacent and just I was always in a position. I was always being cared for. I was always being catered to. But since I've been on my own and my own journey and my own path, I've been forced to be a person that has to make my own food, and I have to go out and go get a job, and I have to do all these things because now that I'm in the real world, I'm in the army. I have to do these things to survive. And if I don't do these things, I would no longer live. I can't survive if I don't take care of myself. So you have to learn how to live alone and be alone and grow. In one of my last little videos I made, I talked about how if you don't know the possibilities or the outcomes of what's going to happen, you need to go ahead and make a sacrifice. But when you make these sacrifices, if you finally find the urge in your body and your spirit to tell you to go ahead and make the sacrifice that you need in order to overcome and become a better person, you have to understand that in doing that, sometimes you have to be that lone wolf. You have to pull yourself from a situation that's going on that might not be best for you, that might not be good for you, and learn how to fend for yourself and be alone in that time being, and learn how to work out all the demons, all the bad things that's going on in your life, the bad habits that you have, and turn the bad habits and make them good habits. do some self-reflection. Like I said, for me, some of the things that I've learned while I've been in the military and living on my own, and I'm doing it more so now while I'm in Korea, like some of the things that I've done, cooking is one of them, maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Obviously, I'm in the military, obviously, but it's being outside, walking a lot, riding my bike a lot, doing pull-ups almost every day, trying to do pull-ups every day. I don't do them every day, maybe like, you know what I'm saying, as much as I can when I can. Forcing myself to go out and make new friends, being in a situation where you have to be on your own, live on your own, you're gonna struggle for a little bit. You will struggle for a little bit because we grow up. We've always had parents in our lives. If you don't have any siblings, we've had parents in our lives who've always cared for us, or we had friends, or we had brothers and sisters who was always there for us. But we don't really know what it's like to live on our own just by ourselves in the world that we live in. We don't know what it's like to truly live on our own. You create your own new habits. You create your own new rituals. You create your own way of life, your own way of thinking. For example, I grew up religious in a certain type of way. I always grew up a certain way religiously, but sometimes when you grow up, you start looking at certain religions a certain type of way because it's like, does it align with your current values? Your values are always going to change. People are going to always on a journey to always, life is a journey. I'll say it like that. Life is a journey. And there's no one set stopping point in life. Because throughout life, especially when you're living by yourself, you're always going through a journey. You're always finding something new about yourself that you never knew. And that's why when you live on your own, you grow so much. It's so much growth in it. You'll realize, first start living by myself, I would go out a lot because it's like I'm finally grown. I finally can go out without my parents telling me no, I can't do it. I'm not in school no more, so it's like I can do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it. So I was going out a lot. So I would spend a lot of money. Going out, I would spend money on Ubers. I would spend money on clubs. I would spend a whole lot of money on food. These are things that I would spend a lot of money on, and I realized during the week, Monday through Friday, I have no more money to save, no money to invest, no money to spend on myself, clothes, nothing. I had nothing. And then I realized, wow, now that I'm living on my own, nobody's keeping me in check. Nobody's holding me accountable. So now, guess what I have to do? I have to hold myself accountable. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to do, and I have to still do it because like I said, life is a journey. I'm still on this journey. I'm still on this path to figuring out what it truly means. Who am I as a person? Who am I going to define myself as a person? Like I said, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still on that journey. I need to figure out, who am I? When I was doing all that, I first joined the military, I had to realize quickly that if I'm going to maintain this lifestyle, I will forever live paycheck to paycheck. And that's not how I want to live my life. I don't want to live my life paycheck to paycheck. I want to have money that's going to sustain me over to the next time, over to the next pay period, over to the next check. So that way I don't ever have to be in debt. And that's one of the things that I took away from living by myself. For me, I picked up a lot on cooking, a lot of cooking, and a lot of stepping into nature. I've been going outside a whole lot. I've been going into the sun. It's been very hot outside, so I got a brand new bike, which I can give y'all a tour of my bike. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can show y'all the bike. I got a brand new bike. This is all crazy promo, but I got a brand new bike. It's an e-bike, so I take it to work. And I realized even with that, like, I love e-bikes. I love electric bikes. This bike right here, it has crazy range. And I would have never thought about getting this bike 2-3 years ago because it was just like, why would I get an electric bike when I have a car? You see what I'm saying? But just knowing that the person that I'm becoming more of a person who likes these type of things. I like to go on nature walks, and I like to go on bike rides. You see what I'm saying? So that's the person that I'm becoming. And that's just what it is. What I'm saying is that you have to make that sacrifice. Once you make that sacrifice, that you're tired of living in your current situation, ready to get up out your comfort zone and make the sacrifice to get up out of your current situation, rediscover who you are. Like I said before, all your life you've been told to be somebody. And to be honest with you, who's to tell you that that's really you? I love you guys. If you made it to this point in the video, like on the video, subscribe on it, share with, comment what you want to see from me in the future. Comment what you think about what I said. Until next time, Issjivan is out.